Son, come sit down for a minute. I've lived long enough to know that life doesn't always go the way we hope. You love someone, and they leave. You give your all to something, and it still falls apart. You trust people, and they disappoint you. I've been there. I know what it feels like. But listen to me. Disappointment isn't what breaks a man. It's how he handles it that does. So, let me tell you a few things I've learned over the years. Maybe it'll save you some pain. 1. Disappointment is part of life. Don't let it define you. When I was younger, I thought if I worked hard, did right by people, and stayed true to my word, life would repay me with the same kindness. That's not how it works. I've seen good men lose everything. I've seen people turn their backs the moment things got tough. I've seen love slip through my fingers, even when I did everything I could to hold on to it. And for a long time, I kept asking, why me? But that question never gave me peace. Because the truth is, life doesn't care how much you planned or how much you gave. Sometimes things don't work out, and there's no reason why. You can either let that make you bitter, or you can accept it, learn from it, and move on. 2. People will disappoint you. Don't chase after them. I used to think if I treated people right, they'd always be there for me. I learned the hard way that's not true. Some people will take everything you give and still walk away. Some will make promises they never planned on keeping. Some will love you today and forget you tomorrow. And I'll tell you what I wish someone had told me. Stop chasing people who don't want to stay. A real friend, a real partner, a real person who cares. They don't leave when things get hard. And if someone can walk away from you without looking back, let them go. Your heart isn't a home for people who were only passing through. 3. Holding on to pain won't change the past. You ever find yourself replaying the past? Going over every detail, every word, every mistake, thinking maybe if you had done one thing differently, it wouldn't have ended the way it did? Yeah, I did that too. But here's the truth. No amount of overthinking will change what already happened. I wasted too many nights carrying pain that wasn't mine to hold. And you know what it did for me? Nothing. The past doesn't deserve that much of your time. What's done is done. Let it be. 4. Expect less, appreciate more. Most of our suffering comes from expectations. You expected her to stay. You expected them to be loyal. You expected life to be fair. And when those expectations weren't met, you suffered. But what if instead of expecting, you started appreciating? Instead of expecting people to never leave, appreciate the ones who choose to stay. Instead of expecting everything to go smoothly, appreciate the lessons from the struggles. Instead of expecting happiness from others, learn to create it for yourself. When you expect less, you free yourself from unnecessary pain. 5. A real man knows when to walk away. Let me tell you something, son. There's no strength in holding on to something that's already gone. A real man doesn't beg for love. He doesn't lower himself just to be accepted. He doesn't waste years trying to fix what's already broken. A real man knows when to walk away with his dignity intact. There's a reason you can't drive forward while staring in the rearview mirror, because where you're going is more important than where you've been. Let go. Keep moving. The best is still ahead of you. Final lesson. Disappointment isn't something to fear, it's something to learn from. You either let it make you bitter, or you let it make you wiser. You either sit in the past, or you stand up and move forward. The choice is yours. But listen to me. Your story isn't over yet. Now stand up, son. Walk tall. The best years of your life aren't behind you. They're still ahead. If this message spoke to you, hit that like button, subscribe to Mind Wisdom TV, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Stay strong. Blast off.